Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. That's been cut out, well played. Lahm. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rodri. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And it's Rodri. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ernest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the right flank. Lahm picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Ibrahimovic. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Yeah, is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Vieira. Good purposeful running this. Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And it's Del Piero, and he's being shifted off it. Stam. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. Stam deals with that comfortably. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Suarez. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a fine interception. Hernes. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gattuso! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Plays it across. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. And now they can spring out of defence. Seedorf. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This is a promising build-up. Seedorf kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, well played. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Desai. Hernes does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
1 minute added time.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent.
And now,
but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Today.
Arsenal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitutions taking place.
Gets us going once more. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ibrahimovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's another good win of the ball. Gattuso. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Hernes. And it's Lam. Back where it came from. Semenyo. And it's Gattuso. Now it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Seedorf. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nice control.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That's good running with the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Arsenal are still that goal to the good. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rodri. Almost an hour gone. That's a good run down the left. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Little pass back. And it's Seedorf. It's run loose here. Hernes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Big chance! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 19, Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 14,
Semenyo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Carlos. Coming on the field, number 4,
Azar.
Bale. Number 26,
Now it's Bale. And he's worked it through.
Number
He is through here.
Number 13.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. And here's Bale. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Hazard. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now, can they get him away?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Closing in on... Real chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Hazard purring through the gears. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bale. And this is Hullet. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent... It's Hazard! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Hazard, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marcelo. Bale, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. That's a love. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
So Mino is offering a right smile there.
Vietnam have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. Struck first time. It is close, but that is the last of it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. And it's Seedorf. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ernest.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly, and
It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Seedorf. And this is Ronaldo.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. And the counter is on. Hazard picks it up out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Seedorf. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Mbappe. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And it's Vieira. Suarez running with intent. Great vision. And the through ball. Shot could be on. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. All the way back. Schmeichel, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Threads one in. That's an excellent interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf. Now this could be a chance. Azar. Yaya Toure. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, important interception. Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Some really good ball movement. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pernis. And it's Seedorf. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's made its way to him. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's and the shot! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Tries to pass it through and reclaimed it in a trice. Chance! And he's there to clear it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Mbappe.
So the manager can make a change
Number
for the first time in the game here.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
We're looking at a different
Number
game
9,
now.
You've got to commend that, Peter.
Number
It's the
14,
perfect response to falling
Seedorf.
behind. Don't let your heads
Number
drop. Just get
15,
back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking
Coming on
stuff.
the field, number
Now it's
4,
Ibrahimovic.
Bale. Number 26,
Arsenal still have the
Gullit.
cards to affect this game.
Number 20, Ronaldinho. Number 13,
Good run down the
Bellingham.
right.
Number 10, Marcelo.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Decent chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Vietnam with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. So no flag here. Marcelo. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Eto'o. And here's Hullet. Where it came from.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
"75 minutes played." Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Luis Suarez. Rafael Varane. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Hazard. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Bale. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Ronaldinho. Oh, what a ball! Marcelo. Lofted in. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Hullet. Stam gets over and intercepts.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And this is Eto'o. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rodri. Vieira is fouled. And here's Eto'o. And the referee... So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market.
Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Chance, surely! Has to go back here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe tries a shot! And it's in! 2! And we've barely begun here.
Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And Mino! Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ernest. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he was quick to react. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And he welcomes it in. Knocks it into space. Pepe, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That is good alertness. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Rummenigge. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. Varane wins the duel this time. Messi. Rummenigge. Nice interception, well timed. Lahm. Ernest. Driving on and making good progress. And he's in on goal. Rummenigge. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And that is out of play. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Seedorf.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Roberto Carlos. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing is crisp and sharp. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just past the 40th minute mark. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Goes for a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Spread it left. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Roberto Carlos. Spread to the right.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. And the shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal marching seemingly on towards victory. 3-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets us going once more. Vieira. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's had it nicked away. Vieira has given away a free kick. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Hernes, and he has been fouled there. Seedorf. Ferdinand, the man that is tenacity personified. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And he's there to clear it. Could move up a gear here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. Arsenal, the only team in this. 3-0 already. Seedorf. Vieira. Seedorf. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gattuso. And it's Azar. And the counter is on. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos, and it's Azar. Seedorf. Ernest. And he plays one through. Oh, just skips past his man. Tries to play it through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just eases him off the ball. Semenyo. Good, strong midfield running here. Can he finish? Oh, off the bar! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic, number 9, Palace, number 14, Seedorf.
And here's Messi.
Number 15.
And this is Bullet. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Cristiano Ronaldo, number 26.
Azar. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Messi.
It's a little off target. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Lam. Rice. Messi. Vieira produces the perfect tackle there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vietnam have their third corner. Oh, great leap! And somehow he kept it out. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Hullet. Stam. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super ball! And he shoots! A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Messi plays it short. Messi. Chance for a shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Schneider. Messi does really well to win the ball there. It's a pretty loose pass. Ibrahimovic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Rice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
4 added minutes has been
Drills
indicated.
one in, and it's turned away. Tries one from range. That is decidedly lacking. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is Ronaldo. Rice. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ibrahimovic. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for them. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Here's Rodri. Varane did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mateus. Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there. Yeah. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Roberto Carlos. Stam. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. Rafael Varane. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Lam. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's looking wide.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, there's a probing ball. Luis Suarez in the hunt and looking threatening. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Hazard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arm. Real chance! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Hoeneß simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Thuram charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hazard running with intent. It's Hazard! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Seedorf. There he goes, motoring forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Thuram. And the counter is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in a good position here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Has to go back here. And he was alert to it. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Suarez makes a dash for it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. That pass has been well intercepted. He's going for goal! Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Vietnam have their second corner now. He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Lam.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Added time.
Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That is a great pick out. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Ibrahimovic might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
And he shoots! And that's in! It's 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Hunis really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 19.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
When it's Ibrahimovic!
Number 15.
Semenyo is flagged offside.
Coming on the field. Number 18. Echo. Number 4. Bale. Number 13. Bellingham. Number 24. Messi.
Rodri.
Number 10. Marcelo.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi. Messi!
Messi really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Desai. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? What a throw in. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's Bale! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And in a trice, the substitute has... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Horace! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rummenigge. Ibrahimovic.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mateus running with intent. Rodri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. And a chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Out for a throw. And here's Suarez. Seedorf. Oh, it's Seedorf. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nice physical challenge. Well read, and the danger is averted. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pressure coming in from all directions. Rummenigge, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Roberto Carlos getting forward. Stam not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Thuram. And it's Thuram. And Mateus. Desai did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Seedorf making good progress. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Ibrahimovic. Great chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's two now without reply. Shot a goal! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Vietnam cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rummenigge, he's found a way through. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hernes. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Seedorf wins the duel this time. Pepe. Vieira. And Mateus. And here's Azar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Mateus! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And it's Azar. Mbappe is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And here's Mbappe. Ibrahimovic. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Arsenal are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Back on the way then. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a sharp pass. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? Hernes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So, what can they make of this? Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Vieira. Shifted it to the flank. Roberto Carlos, he's rising! And that's a tidy finish. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's headed upfield. Driving on and making good progress. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira cuts out the pass. Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira is the team's great visionary. He's gone forward. Mateus. And here's the chance to counter. Suarez powering forward here. Lovely, now then. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vieira. Lam. He's found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
22, Suarez.
Thuram.
Number 7, Mateus.
And it's Vieira.
Coming on the field, number
Schneider.
24, Bale.
Hazard.
Number 17,
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance here to counter.
Substitutions taking place.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And he is dashing away. Roberto Carlos. Stam. Forwards and with intent. This is a promising build-up. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rice. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Hazard. Might be danger here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. And this is Bale. He might be in here. Semenyo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Schneider. Oh, that's ambitious. And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lam. Well-timed, excellent interception. Schneider. Semenyo. Vieira. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Bale. Roberto Carlos. tries the chance!
Well, he said...
And I think we're done! Yes, we are done! Arsenal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And a quick reminder today to please take
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
And that was very necessary. Vieira. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Seedorf. He's found a way through. That's Vieira. And it's Lam.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Passing nice and neat. Rodri.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez. Always looking for that half a chance. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he shoots! And he's there to get it away. Rodri. Good ball over the top. Real chance. There's the shot! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Ernest. He is just caressing the ball. And a chance! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Vieira. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here. This further to improve their cause. And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has been cut short. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Shifted it to the flank. And it's played in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's made its way to him. Real chance!
Well,
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Arsenal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Gets us going once more. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Pepe running with the ball. Now it's Seedorf. Can he get onto this? Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hazard. Can he finish? Roberto Carlos clears without hesitation. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Lahm. Some really good ball movement. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ibrahimovic running with intent. Tries to pass it through. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Roberto Carlos. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. No, he's not getting his way this time. Roberto Carlos. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, well measured. Not a hint of offside here. Chance! Off the post! Varane gets it away. Oh, this looks sharp. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Azar. That's very neat. Azar! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 99. Entran número 8. Número 11. Se va a realizar un cambio.
And it's Marcelo. Marcelo, driven in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ferdinand. Just 5 minutes left. And he's in on goal! Semenyo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hullet. Pepe makes a dash for it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
And that will be the final act. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.